There's a group of musicians here I find who are highly motivated, are actually very hungry for knowledge and willing to really work hard. So the Global Music Institute is something that I've been a part of since the beginning, and Tarun and Aditya and I have been working together on trying to put together a curriculum, and we came up with a format of 5 days, which would be a very comprehensive jazz camp, which would include many different aspects of being a professional musician.
I've been following Sharik's music and his stuff for a while. I knew he was out there, and this opportunity doesn't come very often. And looking at these world-class musicians play, just interacting with them, figuring out how they went about their stuff, like, it really helps.
In this 5-day intensive workshop, we've actually touched upon all aspects, what you would actually feel like playing, whether you're playing a solo, a duo, a trio, or even a band.
The music that they present changes every time they play it because of the way they interact, and that's for someone like me, that's really interesting thing to look at and be able to see and be able to kind of stop them and ask them what was going on, you know, and that's something I can do in this environment, and that definitely helps you gain an insight into the method of how this music is being played, because it's definitely not random. That's something people say about, you know, improvisation sometimes, that you have to be free, but there's definitely a method to achieving that freedom, and that's something you get an insight into.
You know, we're staying upstairs, so we're here all day and start early in the morning, and just to see how eager everyone is, no matter what their level is, can really kind of an amazing experience.
One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's a lot of potential in India, and that's just starting to grow now. You see schools, they're popping up, and it shows that there is a little bit of a change going on. Younger musicians now have the opportunity to make a living with music, which is, I think, a new era.
Especially when you want to study something which has not been a part of your culture, and, you know, they come down and they just don't teach you about music, but they teach you a lot of aspects about the culture they're coming from. So it really helps us to grasp the small things of that culture and small things of that music.
Everyone comes out to lunch together, everyone hangs out together. When we're just sitting upstairs, people are always asking questions saying, you know, hey, can you help me with this rhythm you were talking about this morning? Or hey, can you help me check out this recording? Or hey, I have a question about this.
And that makes us excited as teachers to see someone who's willing to put in work, and literally it seems like the learning never ends.
Growing up in the United States, I had an opportunity to go to a lot of different jazz camps throughout my time as a junior high school student, and even through college as well as having a lot of opportunities, places to go to school at university or a conservatory level to study jazz in particular. And one thing I noticed being over in India is that although there are some schools that may be available, I think the frequency as it compares to the US perhaps is much lower. So to have the opportunity to have someone like Sharik on piano and Philippe on drums, certainly Raviv on bass, and I like to think I add a little bit, play saxophone. There's not too many saxophone players in India, but I still love the opportunity to talk about music with people at a high level. So I think that the more we can have relationships like the one built here at GMI between people from whether it's New York or Boston or wherever in the States, working with young musicians here to give them an opportunity to grow and work with people that are relatively the same age and doing it at a high level as well, I think is going to be really great. And I've certainly enjoyed the opportunity to do so at my time here in Delhi.